On today's episode, we have maybe the most accomplished American weightlifter ever. He has been to the Olympic Games 3 times in a row. He's a Pan American champion. He's won nationals I don't know how many times. He's had tons of American records, and he was the best lifter in the United States for a decade straight. So please enjoy this episode of Training with KENDRICK FARRIS.
I enjoyed London when I was there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2012, right?
That was in 2012. 2012 was really nice. It wasn't the amount of people that are normally there, though. You know, from talking with the locals, obviously, I guess a lot of people kind of move around when the Olympics is there.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's still a good enough number of people, good travel, moving around, checking out the sites, learning some history on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Which Olympics was your favorite?
I really did have a great time in London. I like London. You know, it was no language barrier. Every experience is definitely unique, and I have something that I remember about it. You know what I'm saying? That I really took away from it. But man, I had a great time in London. I had a great time in Beijing. Rio was phenomenal. So it's really hard to choose. I could say Rio. You know, it's like the last go, and really this thing about the mindset and what it took to kind of get in that position. But
yeah, you were the only guy in Rio.
But it was the same thing for 2012, and that's just the position that we were in, though. You know how it is. You get those qualifying points based off of individual performance, and sometimes it's really hard to have everyone in sync. So you got people training in different locations, and then I feel like it was a lot of, just behind the scenes stuff. I would just say like more, I guess like bureaucracy type things where people just not agreeing on stuff. So yeah, I think it could have lined up a little bit better. Yeah. But we had 2 wild card spots, and I was in position to actually, you know what I'm saying, go and compete and represent. So yeah, I definitely would have liked to have had like full team, because it's like that energy. You know what I'm saying? Versus
just you.
But it is just you on the platform. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I didn't feel like, oh my goodness, I don't
feel like it's a luxury to have other people. It's not super necessary. It's nice,
bro.
But
it's the best.
Yeah,
it's the best. It's just like training, though. You feel me?
Yeah.
I know people have to go and compete, but we're training for the same thing. Like one of my best competitions I had was competing in like that World University competition, and we had about maybe 6 or 7 people from here go over to Russia and compete there.
Really?
So that was phenomenal to me because we're in here training together, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got the same goal, going to get ready for this competition, and then getting over there. Yeah. Still that same type of camaraderie. So it was good, man. So I personally like stuff like that. Yeah. You know?
The travel with, like, if you have teammates for the travel and you're flying together, that makes it so much better.
Oh yeah.
I remember that.
You got some people you can go through some things with, man.
Yeah.
You know? So I gotta pick the right one. Let's see which one this is. I think it's this one. Oh man, you're good, man. I'm gonna get down there with you, man. What are you, 29 now?
27.
You're young, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're young.
Still got time.
Man, you got plenty of time.
You were 20. What was it? 27, and was that when you went to Russia and did that 211? Were you 27 then?
Let's see. How old was I? That's in probably about that age.
Yeah.
So that's 2013. So 2013. I guess I've been, born in 86. I think so. Yeah. Man, you got me doing the math. I can't even put it together. I'm like, how old was I?
Oh, I did my study.
So yeah, it's going back, what is it? Is that 13 years ago?
What? That was in 2013.
So 2013, no, that's just about 12 years ago now. So yeah, I would have been like 26. Okay. Depending on the time of the year. So I think that was in like late July, so I could have been 27. Yeah. My little born day is like earlier in the month. Okay. Yeah. I think I got it.
Was that your first meet? So you were 85 in Beijing and London, right?
Yeah, Beijing and London, 85 kilos.
Was that Universiade in Russia your first 94 international meet?
It might have been. Yeah. It might have been. Okay. If I remember correctly.
What was that like?
Oh man, great. Yeah. Because I'm seeing certain lifters. I seen a couple of people that moved up, and then actually just being there and just looking at the guys, I was like, man, they were bigger than me. They just looked bigger than me. I was like, these guys look huge. But I really wanted to challenge them. Yeah. So
seems like you grew into the weight class really well. I mean, I think that's when you're at a weight class for a long time, like you were at 85. Once you go up, it just feels so good.
It does. Not having to, do that little cut.
Yeah.
And then, I was getting like just a little nagging little injuries and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I felt adding that weight kind of helped mitigate some of those things, but overall, man, I really was kind of sweeping some stuff under the rug. You know, there were other things I needed to address. You know what I mean? Range of motion, you know, sleep, diet, a lot of different things. So, but it did help me.
Yeah.
Man, like not having to do that cut, weightlifting is so different.
When you're not cutting?
Yeah, think about it, man. When you don't have to cut and you really can just go and exist, it's like.
It's a different sport.
Oh man, it's no telling what you're gonna do. Combat sports, bro, you're getting I guess it's like 18 to 24 hours. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can recover and get yourself back together. 2 hours, man.
And barely, because you got to start warming up before then. You got to get your food in, which isn't over until you're an hour away from warming up.
You know the realness behind it. It said 2 hours, but when you go in, you weigh in, you come out, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a lot going on.
When you were 85, how much did you have to cut?
Now, in the beginning, not so much, but I would try to train. I did not want to get, like if I saw myself getting like over 89 kilos, I'm like, man, I'm weighing way too much. That's how I felt. And I would naturally kind of keep it around. I started noticing when I'm tiptoeing to 80 to 90, and then I'm like, okay, I'm still doing my kind of normal thing, and the weight's not going down. I'm like, okay, it's getting real.
Yeah.
Something is going on. Like I got to change something. So that was an indicator for me.
Yeah.
Let me see which one of these things it is, man. It'll pop on. I'm ready to see what you're gonna do.
Hopefully.
Oh man, you about to tear it up.
Recently I've done 145 and 180, so
come on.
Anything around there. Last year I did 160, 200.
Okay.
But I was fully dialed in for that. Wasn't traveling, wasn't doing anything. Just putting training first.
Man, and listen, yield you some good results. I know it.
Yeah.
But it's nothing you gotta force.
No.
Yeah,
it'll happen here just because I'm excited to be here.
Man, listen, good movement. I get to look, I get to see you live in person.
Yeah.
For real.
It's always cool.
Because it's like I've been seeing you lift for so many years now. You know what I'm saying? So I always just think it's cool just to see how how people, you know, progress, and then things like just come back, reconnect, or intertwine, all of that stuff. I love it, man.
That's what I've been loving about this series is like when you get with different weightlifters, everyone has like a unique way of doing things, even the way they take the bar, little things. It's cool to witness.
I'm gonna figure this thing out, and it's gonna happen. I'm hoping I'm not tearing that up. Hope I'm not. Oh man, yeah, I don't want to drop that on that. I need to move it, huh? Maybe to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to tear your mic up, man.
They're pretty durable.
Okay.
Yeah, I've accidentally done cleans with it on my shirt before.
Oh, okay, so it can take it a bit.
It can. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not comfortable when it happens, but
because this thing is driving into you.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. But see, that's why you got the hat on, man. It's out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strategic.
Smooth. Smart, man. That's it. Can you tell just from moving the bar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your weight? When you know it's gonna be a good day?
110.
Okay.
110. If it feels perfect, then I know it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll take 110 and I'll kind of like have to sit down on the bottom and stretch a little bit. That's when I'm like, all right,
it's gonna be one
I'm
of those.
gonna have to get sneaky today.
I understand it.
What about you?
I'm thinking 70 kilos and 120. Like those are the two numbers. I know 70 is set, but something about it, like if it moves a certain way, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wait to get to 120. I want to see what's gonna happen. I want to see what's gonna happen.
If you've been doing it long enough, you get that feeling when you take those lighter weights. It's like so fast.
You're like, hey.
Even earlier in the day before you get into the gym, you can just kind of feel it.
Come on. I think some of my best training days, it's just me, really would just be riding in silence to the gym.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not even forcing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just, I would like get to the gym and then I realized, I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't have anything on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got these Vans on, but they look like sneakers, man.
Yeah. When's the last time you put on
some
weightlifting
lifters?
shoes?
Oh man, it's been a little minute. I'm trying to think. It could easily be 7 years, going on 8 years.
Really?
For real.
Wow.
Thinking about it.
So did you retire right after the Olympics in 2016?
I took a break, and then I actually wanted to start back training.
Mm-hmm.
So many different things happened, and I was like, without even having to put a lot of thought into it, it was just a shift that happened with what I needed to be doing. So I went from, obviously training a lot and like being in the gym and helping people to just focusing on like community efforts because I was already in the community. Mm-hmm. Just every day, just doing different things, and it's like, that's what was happening. And it just, it was things that needed attention. So that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like I was like, I just want to get away from listening. It just, I got pulled in the direction I was supposed to be going. So when I took a break, it's like it was already supposed to happen. After the Olympics, I still was, I took a break from training very hard. I wasn't trying to get ready for a competition, really trying to let my body recover. But going into 2017, I had the mind frame of healing up and then started back training. So I was still lifting some and moving around. It just, stuff was happening in my family with my great grandmother, like she transitioned, she passed on, I believe like maybe that summer, she was like in her 90s. Mm-hmm. And it was just a lot going on. So I was dealing with family, dealing with community, and it's like I was just kind of getting pulled away from the gym.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like that's how it happens. Even with training, it's like you never kind of force yourself back into the gym. You just end up being in the gym.
Yes.
Like that's how since I've started pushing business and stuff, my weightlifting's definitely taken a back seat. But that's just kind of how it happened. Like I'm enjoying doing this a lot. Then like it just happens. You can never really like predict it. You just kind of got to follow the flow, whatever happens.
That's right. What are you putting on?
I'll go 50.
50? All right. Man, that's smooth. But I noticed, man, just trying to resist a lot of things, it doesn't work out. Because now it's like you're trying to actually force it. Like, and I understand being like purpose driven. Yeah. And like going after something, but it's like that's the direction you're already supposed to be going. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you definitely have to battle some things to actually get to whatever that goal is you're trying to achieve. But forcing something, like you can feel it. You're like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Yeah. But it's like if you're forcing yourself in there, it's like, man, you're making yourself do that. And it's not healthy.
It makes you think about weightlifting the wrong way too. Yes. When you're in there and everything's going wrong and you're still just trying to force it, it's like, it's not that important that you do this right now. Come on. Like just take a little breather, come back when your body's telling you it's time. It's going to go way better. So many times I did that to myself. And that, I don't compete anymore. And I think that's a big reason. Just because I was so hard on myself with like, you got to compete, you got to do all this. Yes. You got to open at this because if you don't, then you're going to disappoint yourself. Just all that stuff. Just let it happen.
And man, I learned a lot of that, definitely through experience. And just, we just talking with Dr. Pearson, how he started just kind of talking about like just like the age of media, like just in weightlifting. Yeah. Like we can look at society, but just look at weightlifting and just start seeing the difference. I remember it. So it's like things that you would feel inwardly and like have these pressures. Yeah. The more, these things started kind of growing, I noticed now it's like more external. Yeah. And then that's affecting the internal. But
100%.
Yeah, but I learned some like old school methods, staying away from certain things, and it helped. I was like, okay, so he's not trying to stop my fun. I'm talking about Dr. Pierce. So he's not trying to stop our fun or, not let you see certain things. It would just be more so not to keep you focused.
Yeah, just like protecting you from
that's right.
all the stuff that's out there.
That's right. So help develop a good pattern, man. Oh yeah. I can't even tell you got out the car, man. Like how you moving right now is almost like you like floated here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how your body feels, but hey,
it'll be all right.
Man, you are grooving. I like it.
You know who Colby Ferguson is?
That I think I do.
He clean and jerked 500 pounds in a local meet.
I think I seen a video of him lifting. It was they showed it. USA Weightlifting put a video out, and that wasn't the first video I seen. The first video I seen, it was like maybe like a local competition, and I think it was 225 on.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, I think it was 223 or something.
223.
Like that.
Okay, yeah.
But
I like stuff like that, man.
He doesn't have Instagram. He doesn't do any of that.
Oh yeah, smart, man. So he's just gonna be training, doing whatever he does, and then people are recording, whatever. That's what.
Yeah. This episode of Training is brought to you by the Dog Pack app. We have just added a video version of the technique manual that is only available on the app. It's a complete library of every section of the snatch and the clean and jerk, instructing you how to do it properly and what to avoid. So if you're in the middle of a workout and things aren't going well, you can just go over to that, scroll through it, find what needs to be fixed, get the cue you need, and keep rolling. You also get different versions of the Dog Pack program. You have even focus, snatch focus, clean and jerk focus, strength focus. There's an RPE based version. There is a speed workout version if you need to get in and out of the gym quick. There's a jerk program. There's a pulling program. There's a community feature on there to where you can post your workouts and keep up with the other people that are on the app. There's a progress section where you can track the weights you do every single week and get a visual representation of the kind of progress you are making. It is the total package if you want to get better at weightlifting, and you get a 3-day free trial when you click the link in the bio. Sign up today. Back to the video.
Smart, because it doesn't even matter what anybody says or thinks, because it's like, man, people say weird stuff. Think about this. So my little lifting career and the little things that I've been able to do, it's not even criticism. I don't look at it as criticism because I lump that like with critiques. Yeah. If someone is saying like I'm not a good lifter or whatever the case is, I'm like, you're basically talking about all of USA weightlifting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so if I'm not good, then what about the other lifters? Yeah. And I think it's phenomenal lifters. Like I get fired up seeing people lift. So I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of foreign like weightlifters like growing up besides the people that I saw. So I don't know. I think a lot of people, they seem to be intrigued by, a lot of foreign lifters. Yeah. Nothing wrong with it. I got friends all over the world. One more. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, but I got friends all over the world, man. I love weightlifting, love meeting people. Mm-hmm. It just seemed like, man, we will put our own lifters down. And I'm talking about this criticism will be coming from people that are like, you live in this country. I'm not saying that you have to have an allegiance to certain lifters, but but I don't talk down.
Yeah, there is a lot of negativity in the space, which is like one of the athletes I really want to talk to, and I was on teams with her, but Maddie Rogers gets so much publicity and so much pressure. And she still performs really well. I know she had a bad meet recently, but that was the first one in like a decade. She always competes well.
Very strong mind.
It's impressive because my social media started doing like compared to her nothing. Yeah, but
I understand what you're saying.
Pretty well, and like even just the pressure of that was like so much. And I had a terrible meet, and for her to continually or just constantly compete well with all that pressure on her is extremely impressive.
Oh yeah, indeed. And see, the pressure, man, is always good because it can produce a lot of things.
It can. It can go in two different directions if you respond to it well.
For sure. And that's what I just like about being in tech, man. Like knowing who you are and having value in that and having value in people that love you, respect you. Yeah. They're gonna correct you and because they want the best for you. Yeah. All that other stuff is like that's what made it easier for me over the years. I'm like, man, I don't have to get off into a lot of this other stuff. It's not conducive. Yes, sir. Okay.
All right.
And that's what I'm talking about. When they can I just like seeing people lift those light weights. It don't matter what it is. Like the movement just looks right. Yeah. Like I love it.
Sounds all that.
And
stuff.
that's what oh yeah, bro. Come on, man. That lift, that initial sound, a pull off the ground, and then look, when someone pulling it, into the power position. Then the finish, I like it. I think that's what it sounds like.
It's an art form.
I like it. I need more cacao. I like it. Gotta get my movements down. I want to slow you down. Am I slowing you down?
No, you're good, man. Okay.
You wouldn't tell me if I was slowing you down?
I train so slow, dude. No one's ever slowed me down. How often do you do the Olympic lifts nowadays?
Man, rarely. Like I mostly like stretch. and just make sure my body can move. That's it. So I think when I guess like put some more energy into it, like I'll be able to really train it and move like I want to. More weight anyway. Yeah. I guess like slowly increase the intensity a bit, but the movements, demonstrating. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you find it hard to like, do you find it difficult to get your body moving again once you were done? Did you find like any residual tightness or anything from being a weightlifter? Because you trained pretty hard.
Yes. But yes to training hard, but the tightness that I would feel is not doing anything. But so that's why if you keep moving, I'm constantly moving. Okay. I got my children, I got my family. They keep me going all day, every day. Oh yeah, man. Listen, we have 6 children in the house. So I just said my oldest son, he just went off to college. So it's 18, 17, 14, 10, 4, and 1. Wow. I'm just moving around.
Busy man.
All day, man. All day. So, but that's it. I like that. But being able to just increase that intensity, that stuff it just takes the time it takes.
It does.
So more time with the bar, like my body feels good, but I know I have to take care of it though. One more. I'm seeing how the landing is in these shoes. It's not 70? Too bad. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but I really like seeing these young people get into the lifting. Yeah. And I'm enjoying seeing a lot of the lifts that I've been seeing on the internet. I'm just looking forward to kind of getting back out here, seeing competitions in person. You know what I mean? Yeah. Having some of the young children qualify for competitions. Like we have a qualifier coming up at the end of the month. It's gonna be Linwood Charter School, February 28th. So they have a competition. Hopefully we get some of these youngsters qualified for the national meets so that we can bring them. Yeah. Let them get that competition experience, you know?
It's important, dude.
Yes, indeed.
Getting those kids competing.
Because we can keep it going, you know, like when they have an opportunity to like really see that, man, there's some people their age and that can challenge them. I think it kind of puts things in perspective. Because sometimes, man, you can come here and you just think, oh, I'm just doing this right here. Yeah. And you can think people are just talking like, hey, you know, we can go here, here, and here and do all these things. But see, when I was told that as a youngster, I believed it. Like Dr. Pierce was telling me, like, man, you know, you can see the world. And I believed him. You know what I'm saying? So I know I have some youngsters. Some of them believe, some of them probably kind of like, they don't know. Even though, you know, that doesn't really look like me in that picture. I was younger. It was in high school. Yeah. And we got some other stuff and we got videos. You show some and it's not gonna connect until they actually go. Yeah. Yeah.
It's possible though. There's so many good young kids out there right now lifting. Like
strong, man.
Like a kid up in Pennsylvania, part of Garage Strength, just jerked 200 kilos.
Oh, I put a comment on that thing. Yeah. I put the flames on that. That thing was crazy. I seen it say he weighed like 83 kilos. Yeah. I said, okay.
And they're just coming out of nowhere. Like,
I love it.
The talent pool is just growing so much, which, I mean, if you look at the Olympics, like Hampton got a medal, Olivia won.
That's right.
And it's really cool to see the U.S. just finally, like, really take over, send big teams to the Olympics.
Man, and that's what it's about, the representation. You know what I'm saying? Get in there because, bro, it's strong people here. It's like, definitely got to, you know, get the sport as much exposure as possible, but support the people that are doing it. Like, that's the part.
That's the whole reason I'm doing this.
And, man, it's perfect. That's why I don't want to slow you down. That's why I'm like, man, I want you to get it. Man. I'm just trying to get a sweat. I got to know. Yes, sir. You're rolling, but yeah, that's what it's about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you were a stronger lifter your whole career. Your strength numbers were. What were some of your most impressive like squat numbers, like sets? 'Cause I know you've done like crazy numbers for like 10.
Yeah. I think the most I've done for 10 maybe 245.
Yeah, that's.
Because I don't want to say 250. Like I actually have to go back and check. Yeah. But I know for sure I've done 245 for 10.
wild.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Like, I'm just going off what I know. I can go pull a video, and I got it.
You did like 280 for 5 or something like that?
I've
277 maybe?
I did 277 for 5. I think I may have done like 283 for a triple maybe.
Yeah.
I think.
Never a belt, never knee wraps, nothing?
Nah, I can't do the belt and the knee wraps, man. It's like, I have tried them though. I have tried to use like belts and knee sleeves and stuff. I can't use them. It's like I can't feel my back or my core.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I don't want people to think, oh, I can't feel the belt.
Yeah.
No, it's like I can't feel my body getting tight.
Gotcha.
So it's like I couldn't do it. It seemed like I would hurt myself using it.
Yeah.
That's how I personally felt. So I couldn't do that. Now wrist wraps, like taping my wrist.
Yeah.
And using wrist wraps, that's my go-to because I felt that I would get like the most, I guess, like irritable. You know what I mean? From
the wrist taking a beating.
Yes.
Weightlifting, man.
The wrist go crazy. You do this one time, man. That's the thing. And you know one rule I don't like about weightlifting is that you can't tape your wrist and have a wrist wrap on.
That's so silly.
Listen, and they've got me a couple of times, like, cause I'm not thinking too much about it, cause I normally like tape my wrist, and I think a couple of times I went on stage, different competitions, but I'm taking the wrist wrap to put it on, and they've stopped me and be like, you gotta take the tape, like I'm taking the tape off and then wrap. I'm telling you, I'm like, man, this is
it's not gonna help you lift more. It's just gonna make it hurt less.
Yes, I'm just trying to protect my little wrist, man. That's it.
Sir.
All right.
Check these things.
Yeah, I got these ropes flying all around. I'm like, oh man, this is not the style. Like you don't want your hair whipping you in your face.
Did you have those when you were weightlifting?
I did have the locks, but they're obviously longer now, and I got them bigger.
Yeah.
Got them. So BM dreads, they got me with these ropes now. So, but I would just have to pull them back.
Yeah.
And that's how I would do it. Yeah, I was talking with Dr. Pearson. I'm like, man, I wouldn't be against lifting masters.
That'd be so
You know
cool.
what I'm saying? Like to me, it's like it's right up my alley, man. It's like based off, I'm just looking at things, my schedule and what's going on.
Yeah.
And then bro, I just like to lift. I don't see anything wrong with
it's
it.
in your DNA.
Yeah, man. I don't see anything wrong with, setting a date to have a test date and a good challenge date, because that's how I always looked at it. Like I didn't really look at it like sincerely. Like I know we're competing, but I always looked at it as this is man versus weight. Mm-hmm. Like if we were in a combat sport, then that's man versus man. Yeah. Like we're really going at it.
Yeah.
But it's just you going and try that weight. Like we can be in the same weight category, and I can see you go and try it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gonna get me fired up. Like if you miss it, make it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at like, oh, I hope you miss it. No, make it.
Yeah.
Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to do it too.
There is one moment in competition I wanted to talk to you about. It was 2016 Olympic trials in Salt Lake City. That clean and jerk session, the 209 might be my favorite lift I've ever seen.
Oh man, I love that lift.
It was just to, like break down what happened in the clean and jerks for those who don't know.
Man, the clean and jerks were great. I'm gonna tell you what happened after the snatch, and it was Derek Johnson in the back with me. Mm-hmm. It was Miss Slaughter, Miss Carrie Harris Slaughter back there with me, and Danny Schlag. So this is kind of like these are my friends, you know what I'm saying, and some phenomenal lifters and coaches in their own right, and they were there to help me. And what we had discussed is in the clean and jerk, we'd already discussed this. We already discussed like the last lift only doing what number we needed to do, and we actually knew what number that was, and it lined up to be there. Now how we got there was different because I went out, made my opening attempt, and then the second attempt I missed it, but that's only because of we just had like a little hiccup in the back, like with the timing, like we thought it was a change or something.
That's what I
rush
thought
out.
happened. Yeah. It was a weird attempt.
That's all it was,
Yeah.
and it wasn't anything. It just was okay.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't out of the groove. I still was already, you know what I'm saying, locked in. Yeah. I was already locked in on what we needed to do. So that's what happened. We just had a hiccup in the back, and then the third attempt, what we already had discussed, and I'm right before I go out to take the lift, talking with Danny Slag, and he was like, this is it. This is the time right now. This is what you want. This is what we talked about. I was like, man, you know it. Like this is it. We all knew it. So going out to take that attempt, I was just ready for it, and it lined up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that was to make your third Olympic Games.
That's basically make the third Olympic team. We did have to do another competition afterwards, but it was kind of set. But I did need to go to the Pan Ams, you know what I'm saying, and score some points and stuff there. But it really was set, and especially in my mind, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was already set.
Yeah, that was I remember like that was probably the best reaction I've ever seen during live weightlifting. Like the crowd.
Oh man.
It was packed. It was like this auditorium. Everyone went wild. It was a crazy moment.
It was crazy because I'm telling you, like I could feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it. It's just like what we're talking about. You know how it is. You come in training, you moving, you lifting. Everything was lining up. The training all the way up to that. Like
it's great.
Everything, man.
Yeah.
Everything. I had no issues. So knew it was gonna be, you know, one of those type competitions.
Yeah.
Because overall, that's what you're training for. So
yeah. That was
tell me what you want on there.
You going anymore?
Nah, I think I'm good, man.
Right.
Look.
I'll go 110.
Unless you want to take it up and down. How you want to do it? We can go up and down.
You want another 70?
I hit it, yeah.
That's fine with me.
Okay. I don't want to, I keep saying it. I don't want to slow you down.
No, you're not slowing me down, dude.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun though to get back.
Yeah.
And like just do some lifts and just see.
Just feel that rush again.
Oh yeah, I feel because like I feel strong, but the thing I always think about is, you know, what the overall goal is. And right now, man, I really like seeing what the youth are gonna do.
Yeah.
And what's happening right now with the sport, you know. So
it seems like you don't necessarily train to train. It seems like if you're training, you got something you want to accomplish.
I would rather just move it like that because I've had a lot of time, like with the barbell in the gym, and I understand like really how therapeutic weightlifting can be.
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm really just like looking at it from a different perspective, and hopefully just offering insight to people. You know what I mean? So that's my mindset on it. You know, I travel, I teach. Like we got the Blessed Gym Tour, so we go around all over the world, man. It's just about what I can share with someone and how I can help them. I'm very goal driven. Like if someone shares their goal with me, I'm like, okay, like it's our goal. Yeah, I'm like, come on. Like I'm like that guy. I want to definitely help people be accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So started with myself first, and then just trying to extend that. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, man.
It seems like Kyle's that way too.
He is. Yeah. He is, man. Listen, Dr. Kyle Pierce, man. He is a very special individual. You know what I'm saying? He's not someone that's just like, you know, just totally out for himself. He's always trying to see how he can help someone. He wants to help the right people. You know what I mean? But he's open to at least like giving someone an opportunity. Yeah. Now what that person does, that's what they do. But
it's their prerogative.
Yeah. But he I know he's learned a lot. You know, because he shares a lot with me. So yeah. But he definitely wants the best of someone. And when he hears what someone is saying they're trying to do, if he sees, you know, what it might be having a challenge, you know, he knows how to, you know, help you set those stepping stone goals. Right? To help you get to the overall goal. Because someone's main thing could be just smiling, man. Yeah. Think about it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's why he's a legend.
Oh, man. Listen. Definitely up there.
Yeah.
Definitely up there.
He's an important person in this world.
And you know, just from, you know, your coach, you know what I'm saying? And like how you came into the sport. So you understand how important mentors and things are. Yeah. Because you're one yourself now. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to be a good one.
Oh, man. Come on, bro.
Some good examples.
Be yourself, man. Be honest.
Yeah.
And be open to correction. You got it. That's it. That's a strong 110 after, you know what I'm saying, a long ride. Yes, sir. You want a 5 on there?
Luckily, I've gotten pretty good at doing this whole lifting after traveling thing.
Man, that's good. I'm telling you, I remember those days. You know what I'm saying? When I was very active, you know, before I took my little break, like I was still training for competitions, but I still had things on the schedule. So I would be flying and, you know, just moving around and, you know, doing those classes and things like that and still having to train. So I would do the classes and then I would just like train afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was, what's great about it to me is like, I'm telling you, same thing we just talked about, being able to help people. That always gave me a boost. I'm like, if I'm helping people, I'm talking about like genuinely helping some people, I should have some energy in the end for myself.
Yeah.
Like I should, because I feel good about helping people. Like it doesn't make me tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gives you energy.
Yes. So,
that's awesome.
Yes, sir. And I've been watching you, man. I don't want you to think I haven't been watching. I've been watching you, man.
If you got any cues or anything for me.
I got some cues. I got some things. Listen, you were talking about the overhead squat. I said, I can't believe he's talking about the overhead squat like this. You got to work it, man.
I've never done it.
I know. When I heard you say that, I was blown away because, dude, you're so strong. And I look at your positions, you know what I mean? And you look really sturdy, you know what I'm saying, in the bottom. But when you said it, I said, oh, okay. So I can see where some wrinkles can be ironed out. I don't know what your approach is to it, but I know that's something, man, that'll really set you off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, did you work the overhead squat a lot?
Indeed.
Like
whether we use them out of that rack. Now, if I wouldn't probably go with 5 reps.
Okay.
But I can see how you could use 10s though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're controlling the intensity, then the volume is just up, and that's 10 reps. So you don't have to go crazy and hurt yourself. But we did them out of this rack back here, and right from here, drop snatches, things of that nature.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man.
What numbers did you hit in the overhead squat? Did you ever push it heavy, or was it kind of a maintenance thing?
It was maintenance, but yeah, definitely challenging them too. So like with like a snatch grip, I think the most I've done may have been like it's close to I think like 200. It's close to 200.
That's crazy.
And I know for sure it's close to 200. And I know some people may be like, well, you know, you got a wide jerk grip, but it's still different. It's like it's out more. So yeah.
200.
Like doing a drop snatch. Now, in there, working like overhead stuff, oh man, like no, way more. I can't even think of the numbers, but this is more control out of this little rack back here. So I can set it at a certain height and then, you know, work my overhead and go up and down. So that's how I would do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Because we don't have the little scoop thing.
Yeah.
I like those.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I like those. But yeah, man, I feel that's something that'll really like set you off, man.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't think you got to overdo it.
Yeah, just like once or twice a week, just hit some volume there.
What they call them, SOTS presses and things like that. I don't know if you work those.
This video is brought to you by Barbell Apparel. Barbell Apparel makes the best training clothes in the world and the best clothes in the world. If you're someone that goes to the gym and you have built some muscle, finding normal clothes sucks. For me, I can't find a button-up shirt that will fit around my neck unless it's 2X. Then it looks like I'm wearing a trash bag. Barbell Apparel solves that issue for me. The clothes are made for people that are built like weightlifters, that are built like people that spend time in the gym. So dress pants, dress shirts, jeans, all that stuff, and their workout clothes are the best. The ultralight joggers are the pants I train in all these videos that you watch. So pick up a pair, shop around, find some of their clothes. The link is in the description. Back to the video.
A little bit in the warm-up. I don't ever push them heavy though.
Oh yeah.
I'll start though.
Oh man, you out of here. Strong. Dude. That's what this is what gets me fired up about, you know what I'm saying, weightlifting. I'm telling you. What do you want on, man?
We'll go 30.
Come on. How does your body feel?
I'd say pretty much always it's about a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Which is pretty good, doing what I'm doing.
That's really good.
I train when I can. I'd say half of my training is done after travel. I do what I can to make sure it feels good. I keep training frequencies a little bit lower just because recovery's been off.
Come on.
Did you deal with any injuries or anything like that when you were, I know your wrists were an issue, but.
Had little wrist stuff, had stuff kind of go on with like my low back too. Like my hips would kind of like rotate. So I had like, I think I had stuff with like my piriformis, you know what I'm saying, the right side. I didn't have to get any surgeries or anything like that.
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely thankful for that. But I definitely had to do like some rehab type recovery, build up type things. And man, those are, you learn. You definitely learn, but going through them, it's not fun at all.
Yeah, that'll test you.
Yeah, it's not fun at all. It'll have you questioning the whole thing because I've rush back from injuries. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like wanting to, because the body feels good and then like pushing it too soon, and then it's like, why did I do that?
What advice would you have for someone that is dealing with like their first kind of major injury?
You really have to see it through. You have to really go back, reevaluate, see what was going on. If you were doing everything you were supposed to be doing, because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? We call it a menu, right? When you go, and you start like picking things off of the workout, but like, no, everything's on there for a reason. So it's like, you know, if the coach is giving you that, man, go through it and definitely just take your time and do these things. So see them through. Look at what you've done and how you potentially could have put yourself in that situation. And even then, if you did everything you're supposed to do and you're going through it, you're supposed to learn something regardless. Yeah. Whether it's like due to negligence or it's just due to something that's gonna like really like propel you to a whole nother level. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I went out and trained with Hampton.
How was it?
I don't think I've ever seen a weightlifter as dialed in with everything as he is.
Come on.
It's
him and his dad, man, they're a combination.
Like they track sleep, diet, minutes in the sauna,
come on,
energy levels before training, readiness scores before training, and they'll take all that, take the program, and if anything goes wrong with their training, they go back to the stats and be like, oh, your minutes in the sauna were lower this week, so let's go higher and fix that problem. Like everything.
Smart, man.
There's a reason he's such a high performer.
Come on.
Everything is just weightlifting. It's awesome.
And that I love that. You know what I'm saying? That preparation. So I definitely can admire something like that. But I know him and his dad, man, look, combination, man.
Yeah, they're giving it their all to the sport.
Combination. And you're going to see what he's going to do in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Let's smoke this, man. Come on. That's it. Tight. Yes, sir. Man, look. When you turn that ball over, man, listen, you got to be thinking to rip that thing apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reaction, like feet and hands. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell people, feet and hands. Like, when those feet hit, that's a signal. That's a signal up top. Like, you got it locked in, man, rip that bar apart. Sometimes I feel like people push up on the bar, if that makes sense. I feel like people push up on the bar instead of thinking to kind of put tension on it. Okay. That, to me, helps keep it more stable, if that makes sense.
So instead of like this, it's more of...
I feel that people like push up on the weight. I'm not saying that we're not holding it up and like hoisted it up, right? But I think to rip it apart. Okay. Like it seems to put like this stability on the bar. I personally feel it. So I'm hoping that translates over somewhere they can think if you had a band, right? If I'm stretching with a band, I don't really do this. Yeah. Just a little tension. So see how that helps. Like feet and hands, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So if feet and hands doesn't resonate, but just think to rip that thing apart, man. When you turn it over, what you want on this again?
Yeah, I'll take this again.
Good. Yeah, when you turn that thing over, man, think to rip that bar apart. Because you are moving this weight. It's very inspiring, man. I'm just being honest with you. It's very inspiring. So
it's been a constant through my weightlifting career. My pulling strength has always just been compared to my overhead strength, which is crazy now that we talk about the overhead squat. There's such a disparity, and I've never trained overhead squat.
Man,
but
take a little time, man.
I will.
I know. I'm not one of those people who just over the top with it, bro. Moderation. Yeah. You feel me? You understand your training and your body, so you know where you say, okay, I can implement these, and I can just see. Let me just work it a bit.
100%.
Yeah, but watching you sincerely, like I know a lot of people. Hopefully they had this opportunity, you know what I'm saying? To see anyone, but if they are specifically like in your audience, I hope they get an opportunity where they can see it, like just watch you lift, watch you move, see how poised you are, and still like you can still see that strength. Yeah. So I like that. You know what I'm saying? That, yeah, man, for real. I've been having the opportunity to watch you from afar, but not able to like really dial in because you're training, competing. So. Knowing who you are and like seeing you today, like I said, it's inspiring. So man, light it up, bro.
Let's go.
Come on, light that thing up. Same thing. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I like that. I just always had the best time with lifting. You know what I'm saying? Just amongst my teammates. You know what I'm saying? I was teamed by like, just people like, Cody Gibbs. Man, you got Tully Covington, A lot of people. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm omitting, overlooking anyone.
Yeah.
I'm just naming a couple people that I started with when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like Emily Fortenberry, Monica Davis. These are just people that I was really close with. And it's just cool to watch people live and get, whether they get to PRs, all-time PRs. Because I look at every day as a PR.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people say I'm too positive, but that's what I've always been taught, to try to pull the positive out of every situation. You know what I'm saying? My background, bro, I'm born and raised Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm out of the inner city. It's no different than any other inner city around the United States. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things going on, and there are some phenomenal people that live there that teach you a lot of great qualities. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there are challenges out here. So when you have those challenges, it's something you have to draw from. Either you're gonna look at the negative. If I did that, then I would be looking at people in that way. I understand people do stuff and I can see people's actions. I get that. The point I'm just trying to make is being around people, man, that want to challenge themselves and want to do things. I always just try to find that positivity, man.
Yeah.
Learn something, be positive, bro, and just try to keep, you know what I mean? Keep getting better.
That's how, I mean, the sport needs more of that.
Oh, man, listen. It genuinely has to be in you. Really think about it. What's the purpose of doing weightlifting? Again, to me, it's very therapeutic. We're doing the same movements over and over. It's like repetition, right? And people just saying doing the same thing over and over, like, you know, yielding the same results is like, they would say insanity if you're expecting different results. So what are you getting out of weightlifting? This is just me though. What are you getting out of it that's different? Because once you set a number, you hit that number, then what?
Yeah, I mean, I have to do it. I have to lift weights.
See what I'm saying?
The moment I don't, I feel like a lost kid at the mall.
I understand.
Like I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. I try to do different things. I still don't feel at home. But then when I start training again, it all comes back, and I feel like I'm right in the right spot. It just becomes a part of you if you do it long enough. It's really hard to get away from, and it's a bummer to me that there's not. I mean, there are opportunities. You can make it work if you want to retire from weightlifting and try to make a career in it. Like you've done it, Kyle's done it, a lot of people have done it, but it's really hard to transition for people that say do weightlifting for this long time and then they quit and they want to go do like an office job or something like that.
For sure.
I can't imagine doing that.
Bro, I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it in the field and I'm like moving around different things. I've done it. So it's different. It depends on if you can take the lessons that you learn in weightlifting, because I look at it almost as like it's a ritual of life, right? So I know a lot about people based on how they train. Just being honest, it's just what I've kind of learned over time. If you can take those lessons that you learn in weightlifting and, you know, put it into something else, it's possible. It's just about just your perception and like situations. But training teaches you that. So
it does.
I didn't want to take your mind away from what you were thinking, but I do like how you approach the bar. You know what I'm saying? I do like that. So there's a confidence there, and there's like this very like subtle strength. That's when we're talking about like your poise. So I hope some people can get something from that. Not that they would have to mimic that, but just want to tap into like, okay, like what do you think of the bit? And I know people would want to hear your thoughts on it because they're already checking you out.
Once we get past a certain point, it's just game time. Like I don't think about technique or anything too much. It's just I think about my training that I've done more than anything.
That's right.
It's like I've worked at this for a long time. This is something I should be able to do. So all I need to do is try really hard, and it should happen.
That's right.
And I mean, that's, like you said, the reflection about like, you see someone, the way they lift weights, it's kind of a reflection of who they are.
Come on.
I think it's a very real thing.
It is.
Because if you get someone that slacks off in everything they do, there's no chance they're going to be good at weightlifting. There's zero chance.
Listen, some people feel like you can, but that's not gonna happen. That's with anything. You just be like, I don't know what that person would do.
Yeah.
So, but no, man, strong. You're out of here. Come on. That same thing, brother. Lock it in. That's it. Strong, man. Yeah, I'm so thankful you ain't bounded by the music, man, because I don't know what's going on with this thing.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it at all.
I'm already knowing, and that's, I'm telling you, even more phenomenal.
I used to train out in Colorado Springs a good amount.
Yeah.
Never any music going there. And I remembered I would always train really well out there. So whenever we get home from a camp or something, I would train in silence all the time. Because I was like, it worked out there. I feel like I'm definitely more focused too.
Yeah, definitely. Or if the music is just a little faint, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you still almost don't even hear it.
Yeah.
I go and look at like some of the, you know, some of my little training videos, and it'll be like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That little stillness. I like it. Whether it be a lot of people in the gym or really nobody around, whatever the case is. Because I think like one of my heaviest cleaner jerks, it may have been like, it could have been like just 3 people in the gym. It was like me and like, I know for sure 3 other people, I know exactly who they are. Like I can say their names because I don't recall. If it's someone else was in there, then they could have walked in, but I don't recall any music playing. I think I was up like on this platform somewhere.
Which one was that?
Yeah, I did like 215. It was like, the room was different, but it was like over the clean and jerk. So it was like up in this area. And I wish I would have approached that weight a little different. But it was the jumps that I did. Like I don't know why I did the jumps, but I did them.
What jumps did you do?
I think I may have did like 150, 170, 190, 200, 215.
Oh, okay. So big jump at the end.
Yeah, I don't think I should have did them like that. I think I probably should have took one in between. I understand why. Like if I'd have did the 90 and how I did it, and then the 200, that would already have told me what I needed to know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just I wasn't thinking about that at that time.
Is that your all-time best clean and jerk?
I think that's the all-time best I've done. Like,
okay.
Yeah, that's the all-time best I've done. You know what I'm saying?
And your best, did you hit your best snatch in competition?
My best snatch in competition. It doesn't happen, like for me, like in training like that, I think the heavy, honestly, to what I consider a training snatch, like I've made in this gym, we were doing a training competition, and to me that was like a little competition.
Yeah.
I did, I think, a 162. But training, like real training, everybody's in here, you know, is not set up like, okay, you're on the stage lifting. Yeah. Everybody's in here moving. The most I may have done was like 160.
And your best in comp's 68?
168. Like, and the way I did those jumps is I think I made 120, I did 140, and then I did 160.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
20 kilo jump.
That's how I did it. I liked how I did it that day because I said, okay, I know. So yeah, and I said I can move on and do these clean and jerks and finish my my front squats and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I like doing that on clean and jerk. I like big jumps on the clean and jerk. Especially because, like, if you got more work to do and you spend some time snatching, it's just like, I know what I got to do. I'm just going to get there and get it done.
For sure. Come on, man. You there. Come on. Yes, sir.
There's that travel creeping in a little bit.
Yeah, I like that movement.
Yeah, it just feels a little empty at the top.
Yeah, it's just the turnover, but the way you're moving the weight and then the height on the bar, like I don't know if you're like this. Again, here go me on the positive stuff. Like in the gym, like when you miss the weight a certain way, I don't count it as a make. I don't count it as a make. But again, it goes back to knowing. Like I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Like I know, like if my energy is right here, like I probably don't have it down like Hampton. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, if I feel about right here, oh yeah, like I would smoke that. Like I look at all of those things. Yeah. So I'm looking at how you did that. No different than someone just kind of, if they just want to do a high pull, but you just doing a full thing. Yeah. It was it reminds me, I commented on your post, and it was about the power clean. I think you're doing a power clean. Yeah. To me, if you're resisting, it's a power. Yeah. That's to me. I get if you go below parallel, you can officially call it power, but if you're resisting and it's like above what you would normally drop into, movement. It is. Yeah. So I should still be getting some of that residual from that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, like there, I'll cut it there. Because I know if I really went after it, I could probably pull out a make. It wouldn't be pretty. And why though? Yeah. This is what I'm talking about with like certain jumps and even movements. Mm-hmm. I love training so much, man, because you remember the movie Friday? Yeah. You know when Craig Dad is talking about you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another. Yeah. Sincerely though. Yeah. You live to fight another day. Like why would I put myself in a bind or a bad predicament where I really could like strain something, maybe hurt myself, Now it's taking me away from the thing that I said, hey man, I love to do this. I find some peace in this. I find a challenge in this. I actually have something I'm working towards, whether it be a competition, whatever it is like, why would I do something that's gonna pull me away from that?
Yeah.
That's not a benefit. But I do like how you missed that lift right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to me, those are like, that's a good mate.
It's just a kind of wrong day kind of miss. To where like I could feel completely different another day.
On another day.
Yeah.
I look at it as the right day, man. You know what I'm saying? Right here for this time. For real. Because it's like I factor in everything that you've done and like what it took to get right here at this moment to do that.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot. So it's already, you know what I'm saying, like working in your favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what you're doing, man. You gotta keep going. That's gonna help a lot of people.
One of the big questions I wanted to ask you was you stayed pretty much in the top spot in America for a decade.
Okay.
Did you plan out how you were gonna stay consistent for so long? Did you do anything to make sure like you weren't pushing too hard? Because I feel like just it's one thing to get to that level for a little bit, but staying at that level for a whole decade, like what was that thought process like? Did you even think about it?
Yeah, I thought about it a lot because you learn how to train. Right? Because it goes beyond a workout. Like workout sounds very singular, right?
Yeah.
Training sounds like something ongoing, right? So I would look at it from a perspective of the quads, and I would go until I knew I was like, okay. Again, like I mentioned, in 2016, 2017, naturally getting pulled away.
Yeah.
So I'm going in an approach to make Olympic teams, hit those goals, all of those things. So I'm looking at it, the way we train is like, periodization, right? I'm looking heavy, moderate, light. That's just how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
And that's overall, you know what I'm saying? And even day to day. So I would have to pay attention to each training session. It may call for me to go to a certain percentage, but I don't have to force it. If it's there, it's there. Like I'm not gonna short or cheat myself, right?
Yeah.
And that's where we were discussing with Dr. Pierce how it is in the training. It's that person, like what intensity are they gonna push to? So you have to learn. You do have to learn because I think it's a lot of talented lifters out here. I just don't know how people look at training overall. If they say, hey, I know I'm gonna be lifting for 10 years. We're talking about a decade, right? So are you looking at it from a perspective of 10 years or are you only looking to be, I gotta be the best this year? I didn't mind coming in second, third, fourth place at any competition, honestly. I got past it because I was always focused on where my goals are and am I on the right trajectory, right? Am I on track? So if I'm on track, it doesn't matter about anything else going on.
Yeah.
I don't even worry about what nobody's talking about. You don't even see what I'm saying.
Yeah. It had to take a lot of trust to just know that, like, even if you came in second, third every now and again, like, to know that it's like, that's supposed to happen.
Indeed. Think about it.
Yeah.
Though. Think about it. It has to.
Yeah.
Whatever is supposed to happen is going to happen. If I shortchange myself, then that would do something to me. Like if I'm supposed to do something and I'm not doing that, and then like those are the results, then it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Now, on the outside looking in, someone can be perceiving it a certain way, but if you're watching me and you're seeing me, I'm not hurt, right?
Yeah.
I'm there because we're having a lot of competitions. I'm just meeting in the last quad.
Yeah.
Not even going back from 2008 to 2016. I did 9 competitions going into 2016. If you go from 2015 to 2016, I did 9 competitions.
Really?
Yeah. You can go and look at it.
Wow.
You can go and look at it because I was tracking like how I was, you know what I'm saying? I got on my Hampton.
Yeah.
I started tracking, like I really looked at it. I was like, I had not missed a snatch. Like out of like 36 attempts, I think I made like 35 of them.
I remember that run.
So I was looking at it, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And it made sense.
Did you ever miss in training? Like, did you miss that much?
I missed a lot of lifts, man. I'm on gym fails for a video that happened in a competition at an Arnold.
Yeah.
But seriously though, like I got training videos, man, like a lot of missed lifts.
Yeah.
Not a lot of missed lifts, but it's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Dr. Pierce, I'm just being honest, when we have our competitions, I mean, not competition, training, and this is how you approach everything in life. Since you have to pull a positive. You got to pull a positive because as soon as you start dwelling on the negative, that's where you're going to be.
Yeah.
It's the first thought, right? Same way people talk about a first impression. So whatever the situation is, I'm trying to pull the positive so that I can, you know what I'm saying?
That's so important, dude. People are so hard on themselves nowadays.
Man, listen, you're going to always be your hardest, critiquer.
Yeah.
But why not start with the positive first? And then, you know what I'm saying? That would already put you in a better mindset to deal with what you perceive to be negative or what a challenge is.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it is kind of a superpower to be able to be a weightlifter, and when bad things happen, to be able to just roll with the punches and be like,
oh yeah, come on.
It's kind of supposed to be that way right now.
And that's a good thing. Even if someone is like kind of faced with that and they're trying to figure out, like, well, how can I do that? And this is going on.
Yeah.
And if you listen to when they say the this, the majority of it is really gonna be in their own head. Mm-hmm. About what's on the outside, about what they think someone's perception or what they think it's supposed to be. It'd be like, no, you just right here, like, let's focus on this. And then you'll see as you go forward, right? Mm-hmm. You learn to trust it because you learn how to, work out. Then you learn how to train. And then when you learn how to train, you go to a competition. Now I've done one. If you do 3, now it's like, okay, you have an idea what it's gonna be. But the more you do, different things happen at different competitions. Quick thing, had to do the Pan Am Championships in 2016. It was some information that did not make it to me about where the weigh-ins were supposed to be. I went to a different location where they had the original weigh-ins. Dr. Kyle Pierce had to hop in a cab and come over to that location to get me because I didn't have the data sell thing. I could have missed the weigh-ins and not competed. I see him hop out of the cab. He's like, hey, we got to be over here. We hop in the cab, we go back, I weigh in, go to the competition, win the competition.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Like, it's like movies out here. Like, I'm serious. Like, let's say he doesn't oversleep. He's always on it. Like, he's engaged. You know what I'm saying? So if he's not nervous, if Dr. Pierce not nervous, then I feel like something is wrong. We talked about this. Yeah. Like, I feel like something is wrong. Or if I don't get nervous, like, something is wrong. Like, before a competition, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's just a part of it, right? Yeah. Yeah. So you have to be able to be willing to kind of go through the experiences. As you go through the experiences, you react to stuff differently. Yeah. Like, it's like,
when you've been there. And
anything, you got to just be ready. Anything can happen. Just like you come to training, anything can happen. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times when people hear anything can happen, they instantly go negative. I'm not even thinking like that. I'm like, dude, I can come in this thing, I can make the world record today. Yeah. And then that would give me confidence to do that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In a competition.
That's awesome.
So
that's such a good mindset.
I didn't really know how to control my anger.
Really?
Yeah, sincerely. And I know a lot of people perceive anger as negative. Anger is not negative. Like, not having any self-control, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is negative. Some things really should, make you angry or get you fired up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But having control and learning how to put that energy into something, it helps.
120, yeah, like, I probably got 3 more attempts on clean and jerk.
Man,
so
you're good.
We're chilling.
Man, you are good, and you're moving well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, clean and jerks are pretty consistent. I've always had a hard time with snatch. Clean and jerks have always been the better one.
Man, you're already doing it. Yes, sir. See, man, you out of here. How many more you want to do with this?
I'll go 50.
You jump them like that?
Yeah.
You say you do some bigger jumps. So do you ever get an opportunity, like, just to kind of set up some space, where the people that come to your page, where they can come and support you and like just, get to sit down with you and do something like this?
So
this seemed like it'd be a great opportunity for people.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do one-on-one coaching, but the client list got so big, and I got so busy with it, and I didn't want to charge like a super premium rate.
I understand it.
Just because I've been that weightlifter that was strapped for cash and really wanted good coaching.
Need some insight.
And like I would have found a way to pay $250, $300 a month if I had to. So I cut doing that. I have an app where people can come do my programming. There's like a huge community page on there with like 300 people.
That's right.
All in the same program, kind of doing the same thing. And I'll go live on there and talk to them, stuff like that. Just try to, I think the big thing that a lot of weightlifting is missing is just like if you're not in a gym, like something like this where you have a team around you all the time, it's really hard to stay motivated and stay fired up when you're just alone doing stuff all the time.
It's not good to be by yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think that's one of the advantages of like the internet and social media is you can kind of get a community aspect.
That's right.
Even if they're not right around you. So I'm trying to create that.
I mean, you already created it.
Yeah.
You're already doing it. So you're just, all you're doing right now, man, is just bringing more recognition to it, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I do the, you know, the remote coaching online thing,
Yeah.
you know, and I try to make it definitely reasonable, you know, so we can work with people and help people and share what we know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having the opportunity to train and then go to an international competition, that's phenomenal insight for people.
Yes.
Giving them things that they probably never even thought about
Yeah.
in relation to, again, a workout and training. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, those are good things to do. Like, I like you. Like, I got an app, man, and I want to, you know, build a community and get
Yeah. people,
you know, used to, you know, having that support around them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I like finding videos. Like, I saw a guy, like I said, I commented on this video. Man, he was like right outside his house. He had his little area set up, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell that obviously nobody around him probably do those type of lifts, but he's doing it. Like he's lifting some weight too. And I'm like, man, that's what's up.
Did it look like he was in his backyard?
Could have been.
Could
have been. Like a mobile home right there, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. You know what I'm saying?
Was
a
he
modular
doing-
home right there, and he had the setup. But either way, like I know once I get back out here, I'm probably gonna get some lifts in.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I like that. I like stuff like that. I saw a guy the other day, he may have been at a park.
Yeah.
And he had his little mat and he had his stuff set up. I
Yeah.
said, man, okay.
I mean, weightlifting is just such a cool sport. Like I think the reason it's not popular is there is reward, but like you're going to get a lot more money, a lot more fame, a lot more handouts, a lot more anything if you're the best football player than if you're the best weightlifter.
That's cool though, but see,
Yeah.
that's why we got to focus on the weightlifting part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Weightlifting can really be like any of those other things. We can do pickup weightlifting.
Yeah.
Like literally
Straight
like,
up, yeah.
hey man, look, we're going to this park right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some lifts in. Everybody,
That's basically what we're doing right now.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it. See, I got to get a little bit more pickup though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Pops right now, so I gotta get moving so I can, move with you a bit more. And that's the thing though, get an opportunity and have people that's out here and that's doing it.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing, man. So
Just got to get people excited about it.
Oh man, it's the people, it's us. So we just have to tell people and show people what weightlifting is, how great it is.
Yeah.
The benefits, right?
Yeah.
So that's what people want to know. But I get popularity, money, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
the greater reward is like real life interaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even having that opportunity to build that virtual community, because any given moment, it'll be time to set it up where people actually can come together and
Yeah.
get in person. So it's people that you've seen on the screen, now you get to see them on the scene. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, even if you're a weightlifter and you don't reach, like, I never made a senior world team. I never went to the Olympics, never did any of that. But I still get opportunities to, like, train with you and train with people I've looked up to my entire career. Like, this is just as cool to me as doing some of that stuff.
Brother,
So,
it's on the same level.
Yeah. I mean, there's always stuff there. There's always a reason to do weightlifting.
Come on, man. Let's move it, bro. That's it. Come on. Solid. Watching you move that weight, look, it's like, it makes you reminisce. You're like, no, for real. Like I see it.
This video is brought to you by Podium Supplements. Podium Supplements are effective and safe for competition. My favorite is the pump mixed with a scoop of the Fuse pre-workout. I take that before every single workout. It's only 200 milligrams of caffeine, but it feels like it's a lot more. Also, they have these protein stroop waffles. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but they sent a pack of them and I cleared them out in probably 2 days. So if you're getting supplements from them, pick up a box of those. You will not be sorry. Use discount code Dozer for 10% off. Back to the video.
70.
Like I'm ready to be snatching this, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why not 70? I'm thinking of another red. But yeah. Why not, man?
Yeah. I mean, you got it in you.
Yeah, that's all it would have to be. It would just have to be, you know what I'm saying, the desire to do it.
Yeah.
But if to me, like it can't be like for self, because like I've already done that.
Yeah.
Like for me, it would have to be like it's really like it's gonna change something. Like, and if I feel that, like I would definitely be motivated to do it.
Oh, dude, if you started training again.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Definitely training again.
You know how many people would be like, you see Kendrick Farris is training again? Like that would get everyone excited. I know it.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about, because I think about it, but it's just in what fashion, you know what I'm saying? Because again, just I'm so focused right now, and it just feels so good to really be like that energy and that fire I feel I have to share. You know what I mean? Like I want to see this person reach their goal. They say, man, I just want to move better, or hey, I want this number, but why? You know, getting that, like, challenge them, ask them questions, right?
Yeah.
I just want to know why people doing what they're doing, because just me personally, I don't want to help anyone like be detrimental to themselves, because again, some people, man, I feel they live for the wrong reasons. So I want to focus on those people who really, you know what I'm saying, purpose driven and want those real rewards. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
It's all perception.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people that very hard on themselves all the time. They have a bad training session, they'll take it home with them and let it ruin their weekend. And like that pattern of doing that over and over again can draw you away from the sport and give you a completely negative outlook. And I think like what you're talking about, just finding a way to see the positive in anything, even if you have a miss, even if you have a bad snatch session, just being able to be like, that just wasn't supposed to happen today. It'll happen, just saving it for another day. It's all good.
And that's what you were telling me. That's what you were telling me earlier. You know what I'm saying? You were like, yeah, just for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, you being able to see that in real time, see, that's, to me, that's cool. I like to see that, and that's where you can see. Like you say, you haven't made, you know, like a senior world team or Olympic team, but you have made an international team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you do have a solid body of work behind you. So. And you're still training. Like I like this, like still training and open to learn and actually
100%.
sharing. That's already a camaraderie right there.
Yeah.
So you know what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like talking about, I had to get ready for this competition that was in this country. You've experienced it and you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool, man.
All right, this will be the top set.
Oh yeah, bro. This is gonna be the best movement right here. Come on, let's see it, bro. That's it. Come on, bro. Let's finish it. There you go. Yes, sir. Yeah, that thing right there was smooth.
There we go.
That was real strong and smooth, man.
That one felt good.
Yeah, those elbows got up so fast, man. You're like Clint Eastwood. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you pour those things out. I said, oh, okay. I said, if he had to draw on somebody right now,
I'm ready.
They had two in them, man, before they could even think about it, man. It was over with.
So before we sign off, what advice do you have to anyone that's getting into the sport, has gotten into the sport recently, and they want to get better, they have goals set out? What advice do you have for them?
The main thing is just understand the reason why you're wanting to do it. You know what I mean? Because that direction that they're going to be, the direction that you're going to be headed in, you know, it is going to lead to a place. So I think it's very important for you to know, like, exactly where you're headed, because then you're going to make smart decisions about how you go about, you know, getting there. You're going to respect the journey. You're going to know you got to go through some things, but you're going to learn every day. So that's what I would tell someone. Just be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? First, know the direction that you're going, but just be open-minded to like how you're going to be getting your lessons, because you may have something envisioned and that may just be getting there, right? But you're not thinking about the in-between stuff. So a lot of things can happen. I would just say stay focused on that goal, stay just as fired up as you were when you had it, and you say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. No matter the challenges that you face, you know what I'm saying, you should know that you're doing the right thing. So that's important.
Love that.
Yep, know the direction, know that it's the right direction.
All right, any plugs, products, seminars, coaching, anything you want to throw at them?
Oh yeah, man, we got the Blessed Gym Forever app. You can check me out. You got blessedgymforever.com. You can also, if you want to get some goodness, man, you know, I'm definitely all about the plant power. I'm definitely about feeling good. I'm definitely about great recovery. I'm definitely about all of those things and high performance and just being focused. You can check out Pure Shenandoah. You can get 20% off. That's BTG20. You type that in, man, find you some nice little treats and things over there, man. They got oils, topicals, things of that nature. But get with us. I'm around. Bless the Gym Tour 2025.
All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know who you want to see in the next one.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
Nah, bro. I appreciate you, for real. I appreciate you coming out and even wanting to.
Before we close out, I want to thank Kendrick and Dr. Kyle Pierce for making me feel so welcome at their gym. Kendrick took 2 hours out of his day to go to the gym and have this conversation with me. He has 6 kids back at home and he still found a way to get it done. And I'm super grateful to have that opportunity. He is the lifter I looked up to the most the whole time I was coming up in the sport. He was like a mythical being to me. He was an idol, and to be able to sit down with him for over an hour and just talk weightlifting was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. So thank you guys for supporting these videos and making it happen. And the next one's gonna be just as good. See you guys then.